Hello everyone, Mandalorian Collectibles here with yet another Hot Toys unboxing and review video. And today we're taking a look at KUIIL from The Mandalorian. Guys, I'm so excited to have this figure in my collection and I can't wait to show you all the details. But before we start, if you are new to the channel and you want to check out the latest Hot Toys releases, posting videos and live streams, make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification icon so you don't miss anything. Alright guys, enough of the talking, let's start with the unboxing. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, and here we have the box, and as you can see we have KUIIL here in the front with the banner now consistent with every Star Wars release. This is the side of the box, nothing there, just the banner. This is the back with all the cursor warning, small pieces, do not need it. This is the other side of the box with another picture of KUIIL here holding the rifle. This is the bottom, Star Wars. And last but not least, the top of the box with the Star Wars logo there. Alright guys, so now as you can see, this is a shoebox style. So let me crack this baby open and see what else we have in the packaging. And of course we have this amazing insert art. And of course we have KUIIL and the blurg. Now this version is the regular version. I did not get the one with the blurg, but I have a blurg. And don't worry, I'm gonna show you everything in the posting section. So let me crack this baby open, and the first thing is the brand new smell of Hot Toys. Alright guys, so now let me take this figure here, remove the plastic, and as you can see, this thing looks really nice. I can't wait to show you all the details about this figure now. As you can see, nicely done. Alright guys, so now let me take everything out and take a closer look at the accessories. And here we have all the accessories, and we're going to start with the boring base. Yes, I said it, boring base. As you can see, pretty much simple, right? Again, it's a base. So we're gonna ignore this piece and move on to the next accessory. Now this thing here looks awesome. As you can see, it is nicely painted. I love the weathering and paint application, and inside you have some food for the blurg, so you can complain. The blurg has its food. Now you can see the paint application on the side and this rustiness, and this is the bottom looking very nice. Now this is plastic, but the handle is metal. Then we have these goggles here that you can put on KUIIL here. Nicely done. I kind of like this little golden and silver color there, as you can see, and that's pretty much it. You can put it on the head and that's it. Then we have this little dart here that you can actually put on the blurg, and one thing is that this thing is magnetic, so you can put that on the leg. Then we have this little accessory here, which is more like a tool that he uses to fix, you know, IG-11. Now this backpack here is plastic, believe it or not. I was kind of impressed. Nicely painted. It feels like it's textured, but it is sculpted, everything. So very nicely done by Hot Toys. Love the paint application, and of course this brown color there. Then we have these two pouches that you can put on the figure. Now one thing about this thing is that he has this little hook there. I would have wanted this to be magnetic, but I guess it is what it is. Then we have this really cool rifle here. As you can see, it's small, but it looks very nice. This is brown and some metallic color there. No weathering whatsoever, but it does look very nice. And last but not least, we have a couple of hands. So I'm just going to show you two so you guys can see what I mean by this. Non-sculpted, you can see the gloves there, and that's pretty much it. Alright guys, so now let's take a look at KUIIL here. And let me tell you, this little fellow looks amazing. I mean, you can look at the outfit. Everything looks very, very nice. Let me get my tape and see how tall this figure actually is. And my friend KUIIL is about, let's see, I will say 9.5 inches tall. Alright guys, enough of this. Let's take a closer look at the figure here. And as you can see, this guy looks amazing. You can see KUIIL with the paint application and the sculpting looking very nice. You can see the detail and the texture on the head sculpt. This is the side of the hat. As you can see, it's not removable. It is one solid piece, but it's nicely painted. You can see the hair as well. This is the side looking really cool, and of course the front with the eyes. Now one thing about this thing is that you can actually open the mouth. I'm not too fan of this, to be honest with you, but hey, it's a little perk, why not? This is the top of the head sculpt looking really good, and then we have this little, I don't know, like a scarf type of thing that is nicely done as well. I kind of like the pattern, and it seems to be that has some wires. Now the gauntlet here looks amazing as well. nicely painted and sculpted. As you can see, the hand, the continuation of the gauntlet and the glove. Now in the front we have this material looking awesome, and of course the belt. Now everything here is plastic, but the outfit is actually fabric, so that's a huge plus in terms of articulation. You can see the pants nicely done, especially this little part in there at the bottom. This is the other side, and of course the boots, which is nicely done as well. Now one thing about this thing is that this is one solid piece, and that could be an issue, especially for the articulation, but don't worry, I'm gonna show you articulation in just a second. Now this Kuiil has a big booty. You know, it does, but hey, it is what it is. This is the back, and that's pretty much it. I love this pattern as well. Alright guys, for articulation, you can move the head up and down and to the sides this much, not bad. Now for the arm, you can lift it for about this much, you can move it forward for about this much, and back for about this much. You have some swivel here on the biceps, and you have double joints on the elbow, so that's good. Big articulation on the hand. Now for the torso, that's where the problem is, because you have no swivel and no up crunch. You can do a split about this much for the legs, some swivel here on the thighs, you can lift it forward for about this much and back for about this much. Double joint on the knees, nicely done, and of course horrible articulation on the feet, because as I mentioned before, it is one solid piece. Alright guys, so now for the comparison here, we have OG Mando next to Kuiil. As you can see, the skull pretty much okay. It looks very, very good. Now for the next one, I have to include, yes, IG-11 here, and they look amazing. This is my OG characters right here. And last but certainly not least, we have, yes, the Blurk. The Blurk, and it looks awesome as well. Alright guys, enough with this. Let's do some poses here. And the first pose, you know me, I like to keep things very simple. It's a very easy pose. He's holding pretty much this little barrel here, and he looks amazing. I just put the goggles on and he's rocking. I love this head sculpt here, and I kind of like it with this lighting here. Very simple pose. I think, you know, if you are like me, that you want to keep things simple, this is a huge thing. Now for the next one, we have the Blurk, and now yes, I put the dart, which is magnetic. I didn't know it had a magnet until this, so it looks pretty cool. As you can see, the Blurk here, and of course we have Kuiil next to it. Now in this particular pose, I didn't put the goggles, so you can see the expression on the eyes, which I think this figure here is gonna be very underrated, to be honest with you. If you can get it, go get it. Now for the next one, we have another pose, and yes, this is the one that he's pointing to the horizon. We have the Blurk here that you can actually put it holding the strap there if you want, and of course we have IG-11 next to him helping him as usual, right, holding this little barrel here. And that's pretty much it for this pose. And last but certainly not least, yes, he needs to be on the Blurk, you know, and it does look awesome. Now people asking me if this is gonna fit on the Mojo case. Honestly, I don't. If you have a 110, hardly unlikely with Kuiil on the top. Now bear in mind that they didn't put the base on the Blurk. Alright guys, my final thoughts about this figure is actually very positive. Let's start with the likeness. I think this is a really good representation of the Kuiil as seen in the Mandalorian show. Now this is a regular version, so he doesn't come with the Blurk. I just happen to have the Blurk separately, but in terms of accessories, this figure comes with a decent amount of accessories. We have a few hands, we have the backpack, the pouches, the hands, the goggles, and of course we have the barrel. Now in terms of articulation, you can definitely do some really nice poses with this figure. The only problem is the balancing. When you put the backpack, as you can see here, you need to kind of tweak it a little bit so you can balance the figure. It perfectly fits on the Blurk, so that's a good thing. And other than that, I'm very happy with this figure. And because of that, my final score is 9 out of 10. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Also guys, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, ManAFACollectibles, and TikTok, ManAFACollectibles, and my Facebook group, 6KUIIL Media, for anything related once it's called figures. Both links in the description below. And if you have some time, check out these two cool videos. And as always, be well, and see you around in the next video.